Babe, I can ease your mind, but I want it my way. So meet me in the crowd. Everything is allowed.
You may experience trouble in doing the mathematical problem or reading or science or gymnastics or singing. You know, some people can sing the blues. They can sing all the notes and they can do all, but maybe another person can't. So everybody experience is not the same experience. And it is not supposed to be the same. Okay? Now, if we go and we get a loaf of bread, we're going to buy the loaf of bread to get the loaf of bread, the brand that we like, and trust and believe me, it's not totally the same. Some slices and some other people's bread may be thinner. It may be thicker. Okay? There is a difference in everything that we experience, each individual. So with a lot of the counseling out, with people saying this and that, we can't do that, because we cancel out things that can become a cure, or maybe can become a solution one day. We cancel out all of this knowledge. We cancel out all of these things because it's not working with certain amount of people. We cancel it out. And during my time, we never thought of doing anything like that. And that's why we have the cell phones. That's why we have technology. That's why we have all of these other things that we are all enjoying. And it's a different experience. Some people can use all of the technical things that's on their phones and on their laptops and things of that nature. Some people just do the minimum. You know, some people do the maximum, some people do the minimum. So all experiences, it's not the same experience. And we can't forget that. We can't take that for granted, and we cannot misplace that. And everybody's experiences is not the same experience. You know, somebody may experience something with you as a friend, you know, as a lover, whatever you want to call it, differently than someone else does, because there's a different chemistry. There's a different experience. There's different things that are happening. There are different things that are connecting. So everybody's experience is not the same experience. You know, we all know that. We all experience that it is different. There may be some places that some people may go, I didn't like that restaurant because of this and that. Maybe it was because of their attitude. Maybe it was because of the time that they went and who was working that day. But when the other people went, they enjoyed themselves. The person that worked that day was one of the best people that they had, and they really enjoyed themselves. So every experience is not the same experience. And we cannot put fault or doubt or problems on top of our bad experience. We can have that in mind and keep it in mind. But for someone else, they may experience something different. When they experience something differently, then that should not shut down a restaurant or shut down, you know, a store, you know, unless it's really something violating the human rights. Okay. But other than that, everybody experiences is not the same experience. And we need to make sure that we look at these things and say, okay, they had a bad experience, we went there. Well, how was their attitude? If you really talk to that person, well, you know, I wasn't in a good mood, but they got on my nerves. And then it brought out that experience that they had. So it's not fair to make that situation something that could be everybody's situation. It's not fair to make that everybody's situation. It's not fair to put that on a block like that, because we all get up in the morning, or we don't get our clothes out of the washer on time. It may be a system where you put your clothes in the washer, you put them in the dryer, but some days something may come up. You might have a visitor, or you may have to run out real quick, or you come back and your clothes is not being done, so you come back and you do it. So we all fall short. We all fall short of the things that we need to do on a daily basis. So everybody experiences is not all people's experiences, but we have some of the same experiences at different times. Whether there are experiences that we're enjoying things, whether they're experiences that we are having a bad day, that we're not enjoying things, whether it's a time where there's new things that are being introduced into our lives. We all have different experiences. So we have to make sure that we balance out our experiences and not take it out on other people because of what you experience and say, oh, that's not going to be right. You don't know what's going to be right for anyone, until they have that experience, and they'll let you know that if it was a good experience or if it was a bad experience. Everybody experiences is not everybody's experience. So that's why it's not good to cancel out people. It's not good to cross people off or say you're no good. You could just get rid of somebody that could have had a cure for something that we all need, or create something that we all need, but we just canceled them out because of this one experience that we had, that we are mixing with other experiences that we have had. So make sure that you are not trying to control people on the fact that you have had experiences, because their experiences is not going to be your experiences. Now, it may be similar because maybe a lot of people didn't agree with what they did, or agree with what they showed, or agree with what they brought. But there was a lot of people that did. There's a lot of people that really enjoyed it. There's a lot of people that really had a great time, or things are not here to satisfy every last one of us at the same time of our lives. Because in most cases, most of us, some people can enjoy jazz music. Some people may not even think of it. They say, oh, whatever. And some people are like, I love it. This is great. That's their experiences. That's their experience with enjoying the jazz music, or enjoying the moment, or enjoying the game, whether it's a football game, basketball game, tennis game, golf game. This is something that people are at stages of their lives where they get to enjoy certain things at certain times of their lives. So when we cancel out certain things, or we call certain things, it has to let it be a really, really good reason, where there has been something bad that really took place that the person's done, or, let it be something like that. We're used to canceling out people like, okay, you robbed a bank, or you've done this, we're going to cancel you out for right now because you've done too much. But not someone that is speaking about how they feel. We're in a time where we're supposed to be able to express ourselves. And I think that people are changing that by canceling out people, where they can't say certain things, or they can't do certain things like they're a child, And I believe that it does matter how you grew up, where you grew up, and all that stuff. Is different experiences. Even you might be at the same place, but have a different experience about this place at the same time. And it's because of you are a different person. So that means that things should not be judged right off the bat, because it's different people, different mindsets, different experiences. So we need to remember that everybody experiences is not going to be the same experience. It's just not. It's not going to be the same. It's never going to be that way. And we should leave things for what it is until something gets disrupted. Now, when something gets disrupted, that's when we can take place. That's when we can take notice. When these things are happening, then we can go and say, you know what? It's been an explosion over here. It's been some ice skating over here. It's been some mountain climbing over here. You know what I'm saying? It's been a lot of things going on that is just like totally disrupting this situation. That's what we need to comment. Not when everything is going the way it should go and there's different people saying different things. Okay, it's supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be like that because maybe some people are female and some people are male. And then maybe some people are older and some people are younger. It's going to be a different experience. It's going to be a different opinion. But everybody's experience is not the same experience. And we should respect each other for our experiences. We should respect each other for each other's experiences and not try to call it out to say it was a bluff. Some people could have liked it. And that's why you have likes and you have people that do this and do that. But if we cancel out from one person feeling some type of way or one person not enjoying themselves, what are we going to ever have if we keep canceling out everything? Do you think the people that you cancel out are going to come back and try to create something in that area? Do you think they're going to do that? They're not going to do that. They're not going to do that. They're going to say, okay, I'm not going to go back to that area, whatever. And now we're trying to get people to come and we're trying to get people to come and sing for us and dance for us, but we don't cancel so many people out. We can't even have nobody to come to do a dance for us, to do a song for us, because we don't cancel so many people out. You can't do that. What is the cancel out coming in? Did they do it before? If they haven't done it before your time, why are you doing it now? Because the way you're feeling is the way you're feeling. Okay? So everybody experience is not the same experience. And just like I said, some people are coming from different countries, coming over here at a certain age. They grow up in the country. They go to school, high school, elementary school, middle school, high. That's fine. That's fine. And sometimes they're not treated as, they don't feel like they're treated like Americans and things like that, because maybe their tongues sound a little different, the way they speak. It's not fair. At all. And I believe, like I said, we need to have respect for that. Because we're all human. We're all human beings. But that doesn't mean that I have to put my mess on you, or you could put your mess on me. Okay? We have to have respect and hold and say, I wasn't comfortable, but it seemed like everybody was having fun, so it's all good. It's all right. And walk away from it. Unless it was something that was really disrupting towards you. So whatever you're thinking or feeling does not mean that is the end factor of what this thing is. Because some other people enjoyed it and they had fun. They enjoyed themselves. So a lot of times we should be able to walk away from stuff, say, I just didn't enjoy it. Okay? Make your experience everybody else's experience. Because everybody don't look alike. We don't eat alike. We do not eat alike. We don't walk alike. Okay? We don't sing alike. And we don't sound alike. So don't make everybody experience your experience. It is something that we must put into action before we lose who we are, before we lose our individualism. And it is just about being an individual. I might not enjoy something, but I'm not going to try to carry everybody else over with me to not enjoy it. If they're enjoying it, I'm glad you enjoyed it. That's cool. I wouldn't even really talk about that I didn't enjoy it. I would maybe go back, home to my family and say I didn't really enjoy it, but it was, it was like a lot of people was having fun, but it was okay, but I shouldn't make it everybody else's experience to say they didn't sound great. I didn't like the way they was doing. Well, it was good for a lot of other people that were there. So my thing is, everybody's experience is not all the people's experience. Let's not make our own experience everybody else's experience. Now, it's good when we can connect and have we can have similar experiences, and we can all relate and say, yeah, I didn't like it, or I liked it. I had a great time. It was wonderful. It was terrific. That's fine, and leave it at that. You don't have to focus on any other thing. If there's anything that you're looking to correct something about yourself. Correct something about yourself. Because I'm sure if it's something you can complain about with somebody else, it's something that they can complain about you about too. They can complain about something about you too. So correct something about yourself, saying, I didn't like that. Maybe I don't need to go to rap concerts. Maybe I don't need to go to jazz concerts anymore because I didn't like it. But it's other people that really enjoy it, that really get something out of this. But I went and I didn't enjoy it. So everybody's experience is not all people's experience. It's not everybody's experience. So make sure that what you're feeling and what you're thinking about everything is something positive where you can take for yourself, and you can take it and use it for yourself. That's just like some people meet when they're about 25, and the same people will meet different people at 30 and get married. But when they met those people at 30, when they got married, it was a different experience. It was a different time, and they wound up getting married and having children and doing things with their life outside of the people that they were dating before. So everybody's experiences is not the same experience. So we should not cancel anybody out, because those same people or same performers can go somewhere else. They can sell out a concert. They can, win somebody's heart over and get married, when they're dating and stuff like that. They can run a good business in one neighborhood than the other, So everybody's experiences is not the same experience, period. So you cannot throw people under the bus, and it is not good to cancel people out, because there is a miracle waiting for all of us on every corner and every angle of our lives. Like I said, when people meet each other, that's how, if a man say you look nice, you look good today and everything, that shouldn't be something that is questioned or something that is bad, because it is normal. It is a normal reaction. It's a normal approach. And if we get to the point where we're not able to do that, how many people are going to meet each other? How many people are going to get married? How many people are going to reach out to other people? There's going to be a lot of people that are not going to get married. There's a lot of people are not going to meet their soulmates, because we allow this stuff to happen. We allow this stuff to happen to people. So now we think that, we're not involved. Oh, yeah, she's probably like that, or he's probably like that. But it's going to affect all of us. Our children are growing up. They have to meet people. They have to get married. They have to, do we want this type of thing on them? Everybody does not have the same experience. So we just have to be careful. Everybody has a different way of expressing themselves. expressing themselves. Different ways of expressing themselves. There's nothing wrong with that. Some people will like it. They'll be like, oh, I like the way he did that backflip and asked me to go to dinner. And I said, he did that backflip and he asked me to go to dinner. That's nice. I'm definitely going to go. Yeah. Or, I didn't like the way he asked me to go to dinner and he dropped his foot. You know? So, it's just like, okay. He asked me to go to dinner and he dropped his foot. I'll save it for next time. Maybe it'll be a better approach next time. Okay? So, everybody's experience is not the same experience. So, don't listen to other people when they say, oh, well, I went down there and, they treated me very bad and this and that. You never know. They could have went there with an attitude. They didn't even probably recognize they went there with an attitude. And they was like, yeah, whatever. And it just wasn't treated the same. They wasn't treated the way they would like to be treated. But you went there bubbly and, yeah, this is great. And people were like, oh, come on and have a seat. You want to sit here? You want to do this? You want to do, you're like, yeah, thank you. You were like, yeah, I had a great time. They treated me nice because you had a different energy. A different energy. So everybody's experience is not the same experience. Period. Everybody's experience is not the same experience. Okay? So we have to get that in order. We have to get that in order. And like I said, we have to recognize that everybody's experience is not the same experience. Okay? So someone else can go somewhere with a different attitude and say, I didn't like that restaurant. That doesn't mean the same thing's going to happen to you. Because everything depends on how you approach things. It's how you go about things. It's how you move towards things. Okay? It's your energy. It's your attitude, your thoughts, how you're going about things. Your body language. I'm just going up in here. They better have my stuff ready. They could have came in with a whole different energy, whole different aspect, and they got a different treatment too. So you go in there, bubbly. Yes, I'm ready to go eat, ready to do this. I'm enjoying. I love the colors in here. It's my favorite color. This is and that. You're going to get treated differently. Just because of your attitude. Just because of the way you feel that day. So everybody's experiences or everybody experience is not the same experience. It's not the same experience. Period. It all depends on how you approach the situation, how you carry yourself, and how you walk into things, and how you handle things is going to be your experience. There has been times where people say, oh, I don't like this person, they're this and that. And by the time I got around to it, I'm like, I like this person. This person is really nice. We had a good time. So I'm like, you can't listen to other people. You really, really cannot. you can keep it in mind. And if you have the same experience, like, okay, someone else told. So now you're ahead of the game. Okay? And that's all good. But if you don't have that experience, and the other person did, and then you already started off negatively, now you don't miss out on an opportunity for your life and your day and your experience because of somebody else's experience that you weren't even around to experience. But you're just going by maybe what you heard or what they're talking about. So don't go on what you heard or what you're hearing all the time. Don't go on that. You keep it in mind. Say, okay, all right. And you just be like, okay, I'm here to have a good time. I'm going to see how this play out. But I'm not going to be looking from your experience you had 2 weeks ago, because it's a whole different week. It's a whole different day. It's a whole different hour. And I'm a whole different person. So I may not experience the ill treatment or the whatever today. It may be different people working at this location. It may be a whole nother ballgame. Maybe new owners. I may not experience the same thing that you experience. Now, you could tell me about it, and that's fine. You can say, I didn't have a good time and everything. Maybe you'll have a good time. Yeah. But everybody experience is not going to be the same experience. It is not. It is not going to be the same experience at all. At all. That's the way I say it. At all. At all. Okay? So make sure that you use your own brain. Make sure that you use your own time. Okay? Your own time, your own brain, your own time and space. And you can keep in mind that it may be a storm coming or the weather may change. Keep that in mind. Everybody does. They may say, let me bring an umbrella. Everybody bring it. But make sure that you step out on your time and not nobody else's past time. Because their energy could have been different and it's a new day. It's a new day. So everybody's experience is not going to be the same experience. Till next time on the Sheila Taylor's Experience.